In this episode of the YZ250F series, where I'm going through how I rebuilt my 2024 model and modified it and adjusted it to make it better and stronger and faster and more comfortable to ride on with custom seat, custom foot peg setup and custom handlebar setup. In this video, we're going to talk about handlebar setup and what I did to my handlebars. So actually, usually I don't run handguards, but I put on handguards in this video to prove a point. And that is, you have to move your buttons, like the starter button and the map switch, slightly inwards on the handlebars to make space for handguards in case you need them. If you're going racing, you know, if it's a rocky track, you should bring handguards ready to mount on. And it's nice if you already have tested the position of the buttons and got used to it, and also tested mounting the handguards on, so you don't have to fiddle around with it too much on race day if you decide to put on handguards, okay? Anyway, so that was that. Now these handlebars, they are not original. So I chose a lower bar bend and also with less sweep, so they bend less backwards. So you could say they are more straight than normal. And then they're customized so they are wider. They are 830 millimeters wide. So that's about 2 centimeters or 1 inch wider than stock, okay? Because I have slightly wider shoulders than average, I guess. And if you have, let's say, 1 inch wider shoulders than the average guy, you're actually gonna feel a lot better with wider handlebars. It just feels like it unlocks your arms more. You're able to ride more loose, more relaxed. So try that out if you didn't already. And then regarding the mounting of the handlebars, they're Nikin handlebars, by the way. You can see here the number. And regarding the bar position, as you know, the Yamaha has 2 different mounting holes on the triple clamps, and I use the back position, but rotated so they're slightly forward. You know, the mounts can be rotated in 2 different positions. So I'm mounting it in the back of the triple clamp and then rotate it to the forward position. And then I rotate them forward 1 line. It has usually 2 lines, okay, here. And that makes me feel really comfortable. It gives me a bit more space in the rider triangle because I'm also a tiny bit taller than average. So if you were a shorter person like Ricky Carmichael, he rolled them back. So then you would want to roll it back a little bit and maybe use a setting that's around these lines up here, okay? Okay, and then the next thing I did was I moved the controls inwards on the handlebars so that, as you probably know if you study modern riding technique, so that it accommodates correct body position where you ride with your elbows out and the slight screwdriver grip on the grips here. So your index finger is slightly pointing inwards towards the front fender when you're riding. That makes it also easier to ride with correct body position with this setup. Also with the clutch, I also moved the clutch lever inward so that this bend in the lever is located at least 1 inch further in than the edge of the grip here, okay? And then I replaced the grips to a softer rubber compound that is not messing up the skin in your hands. I'll maybe try to put a picture of my hands after my first ride, but I got a blood blister. This is softer material and they have like also like really good traction. And you can see, by the way, here, this is the sign of good riding technique. You can see I made another video about that. But to keep the video short, we'll skip that. And then I also added these donuts on the grips to avoid rubbing this area of the hand. As you probably noticed, the last thing we're going to talk about here is I changed the bar pad to a big, more safe bar pad. Because if you ever make use of the bar pad, you hit your head on it, you only have to do that once in your life to know that this is really important. And I did that once. That was about 20 years ago, by the way. And I was super happy. I smashed my head into the handlebars and it didn't hurt. I didn't even get injured or anything because I had a good bar pad on. So that's a really good idea to do that. And I don't think I hit my head since that on the handlebars, but it's still a good idea to have that figured out, right? There's now 2 ways you can train with me personally. The first one is you can join the Fast Club, as I talked about in another video already. And that is done by clicking the join button and then selecting Fast Club Online Coaching. Then you can train with me online and I'll review your riding footage and then I'll give you a personalized program on how to improve your technique based on your current level of riding technique. And the second way you can train with me is in person physically, where you sign up for a coaching package where we work on everything from your riding technique, your fitness and your nutrition, so your diet plans, and also things such as how to maintain and set up your bike. And if you like riding off-road and enduro, you will also be able to ride with me in beautiful nature. And actually you can also work on a lot of your riding techniques while you're doing enduro. And this is something I teach that is a bit unique compared to other coaches, is that actually when you're riding enduro, you have a lot more time to focus on your technique without riding at high intensity. So if that sounds cool, look at the information in the description. Send me a message on the email in my About section on my YouTube channel or fitcamp5.com, or follow me on Instagram, FastCoachToby. In any case, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the future for training, either in person or in Fast Club online coaching. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. To watch the full version of my advanced riding videos and support the development of this channel, click the join button below and become a member. And thereby you will get access to exclusive videos where I go through the most advanced skill levels and also explaining things from a physics standpoint, because I have a background in science and thereby studying physics, so I'm able to explain actual riding technique and the mechanics of riding, also bike setup, in a way that you don't see on many other channels. Also, I share my own step-by-step methods on how I track my own progress and riding technique development. So if you're interested in that, consider becoming a member and clicking the join button. And if you like tropical island holidays, visit fitcamp5.com for my 2-time TripAdvisor award-winning training camp, where we train fitness and action sports together while learning to live a healthy lifestyle and, maybe most importantly, have fun at the same time. And if you're really serious about improving yourself, you should definitely check out my full online courses, where I share step-by-step programs on how I developed my own routines over the last 12 years as a CEO, working in 4 different countries, while being a successful competitive athlete with more than 20 years of experience in fitness and nutrition. Check the link in the description for that. And in any case, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, be awesome, believe in yourself, and see you on the next one.